I'll let you know before you try to go. Now this is my own show. Not a script or flip could make me stop, so just behave. I mean there's no escape. Let's hope you make that drop, because you really don't want to take me off. And oh, what fun. I will tell you what to do and you will get it done. And oh, don't run. You'll find your nightmare here has only just begun. Welcome to my horror show. Now it's starting pretty. Oh, I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. Are you reading the walls? Did you get my clues? There's a debt to repay for now. You'll do.
Yo, yo, yo! What is up? It is Horror for Dummies time. That's right, it's the show that comes to you weekly that teaches a thing or two to the dumbest little guy about the genre we love. Welcome to episode 203. I'm your host Tim, and with me, once again, as per usual, it is the magic mushroom himself, Mushroom.
Hello, my lightly charred meats. What's going on?
Nothing much. How are you this week?
Yeah, I'm not bad at all.
Are you feeling alive? Are you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm not dead.
That's good. That's some positive news. I like starting the week off with positive news, you know?
Yeah, you gotta be positive.
Yeah.
You know?
So,
I'm not dead and I'm not sad about it.
that's what I want to hear, you know?
Always a bonus, right?
That's what I want to hear. So, Luffy here has some news that he's going to break to everyone.
Sure do.
Regarding the future of this show.
Yeah, look, we figured we've had a good run. We're going to keep the Patreon up, but we're just going to kind of stop doing shows. I think I've written enough stuff for Tim to keep doing Patreon stuff just exclusively, but we're going to take everything sort of over to Patreon from now on. So basically on the feed, it's just going to be ads for the Patreon shows. Because a lot of people have been saying, look, the free shows are a lot. There's just like a lot of content. We want more content, but we'd rather pay for premium content. We understand that. Also, we're going to increase the price of each tier by about $15 each. And they're all going to go up exponentially. So, the best tier is like sort of $2,000, and you'll get a personal text from both of us every couple years for that one, and that's well worth it. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up. I mean, today's not even really going to be a show. It was more of a just this announcement sort of thing, because we're just like, we're very tired, we're very busy, and you guys have just been like, great, but we just need more money. Cost of living, petrol, all those things. It's very expensive. So like, I think that's what we discussed before coming on, and I think that's what I was supposed to announce. Right? Or was it just how I'm going away for a bit, so there probably won't be a show for a couple of weeks or something like that?
That was more along the lines what I was going for.
Oh my, I think I inferred too much, maybe.
I wonder if there's anyone listening who actually believes that you write anything for this show. You say it a lot that you write all the shows and everything like that. I wonder if there's anyone that actually believes that.
My favorite is that I write your Patreon shows.
Yeah.
But I have no idea. I'm not a Patreon.
You don't even... I wonder if you even know the last Patreon show that I put out.
I have no idea.
Yeah. There you go.
Look, I don't know, man. I just write the scripts and I put them in the Dropbox, you know?
Oh,
like,
okay.
I don't know which one you picked.
So, yeah. Luffy
I had to write so many for Monster May or whatever I called it.
Monster, yeah. Can't even get the fucking title right. So Luffy is leaving us for a...
Fuck you guys are going home.
So where are you going? What's your plans? Tell everyone. Enlighten us.
I'm going to see my brother in Canada.
Canada.
In BC.
BC?
I think it's BC. On the very western coast of Canada.
So, like, are you, like, near Heather at all?
I think that, like, she's in, like, Ontario or something?
Yeah,
maybe.
Waterdown.
Yeah. Like, and her actual address is... I don't know if you're going to beep this or not.
I'm not going to beep it. Stop trying to give me fucking more editing work to do.
Oh, okay. You must have just cut it out, because I totally said it. But, now making them think you did more work.
You should totally walk to Heather's house from where you're staying.
Walk to Heather's house? Alright, well, I'll walk to Perth from here, shall I?
No, I'm not telling you to walk to Perth. I'm telling you to walk to Ontario, Canada. So
like half a continent away. I know that, like, weed's legal and shit.
Where
kill some of the time.
Where are you? Where are you going?
Sydney?
No, fucking in Canada. Whereabouts are you going?
Oh, Vancouver.
Vancouver. Okay, let me just search up how long Vancouver to Ontario is. It's saying
Walking,
flights. Yeah, I want to know.
How long a walk is it, cuz? Let me know.
Walking distance.
Yeah.
There's someone that asked that question. How long would it take to walk from Toronto to Vancouver?
Yeah, what they got?
Oh no, it's fucking Toronto to Vancouver. But it took him 2 months to hike.
Okay. I got to fit it in 3 weeks, but I just pick up the pace, I guess. Because I'd have to get back to Vancouver.
So the driving,
to catch my flight.
Okay, the driving time is 37 hours and 31 minutes from Vancouver to Ontario.
I don't have a car over there.
That is fucking insane. Like, what's it like? What's it flying to, like, the other side of Australia here? Is it like 4 hours?
No, I think it's pretty decently long.
What, like 11? It's not 37 hours though.
No. But isn't that driving, you said?
Oh, sorry, that's driving. My bad. I was thinking flying for some reason. Okay.
It's 5 hours flight.
Okay. So I wonder how long a drive is. Drive to Perth from Sydney. Oh, okay, so that takes 42 hours. Okay.
Yeah, so roughly, I nailed it.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so you're not going to go visit Heather?
Probably not this time.
Okay. That's fair enough. I don't expect you to drive 37 hours.
Yeah, also, can I?
I don't know. Can you drive?
Can I drive?
Can you drive?
Can I drive? Who am I?
You can drive. I've seen you drive before. I've been in the car with you while you've driven.
Yeah, you fucking smashed off your fucking tits, probably.
That sounds like me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to Canada.
No, I mean, like, legally, can I drive over there? Like, do I need to get some sort of, like, international license or some shit?
No, I think you can. I don't know.
Yeah?
I've never fucking been overseas, so I actually have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know.
fine. You should come with us.
Yeah. So yeah, you're going to Canada.
Yeah.
You're going to Canada for what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah. So we're gonna miss you for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's the news on the Horror for Dummies camp. There will be some sort of show. I still haven't decided what I'm doing yet. So yeah,
it might be nothing. It might be like Tim has a rest for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know. I might get some guest hosts in to cover you.
Sneaky replacements. Replacements is all I hear.
I would never replace you. But
you replace the others.
We'll see. Yeah, because they needed to be replaced. They left me. But yeah, so you're gone for 3 weeks. That means
busy raising your children.
I know, it's a shit fucking excuse. I'm too busy playing Dungeons and Dragons, blah, 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 blah.
Whereas I managed to fit in both like a champion.
But not kids.
Yeah, well, gross. No.
All right, so enough jibber jabber bullshit. Welcome to Horror for Dummies, episode 2203.
2020.
On this episode, we're continuing our Rec franchise review with Rec 3 Genesis. And we're going to be looking at a movie on Shudder that just dropped called A Banquet on our Raw review.
What a tasty treat that will be.
So yeah, this episode is once again dedicated to our friend Zayfold Bibelbrox, aka Zay for short.
Hi, Zay.
Who is our lovely patron, and he has given us the Rec franchise to review, and we're doing Rec 3
And
here.
so we shall.
So we shall. But before we do that, hey Luffy.
Hey.
Fucking shit. I just got rid of it. What does it feel like to be kissed by a vampire?
I don't know, Tim. What does it feel like to be kissed by a vampire?
It's a pain in the neck.
Come
Come on, that one was actually kind of funny.
No, it wasn't.
You're shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, welcome to Horror for Dummies, the show that provides the funny while teaching the dummy and maybe yourself something about the films you love. So, yeah, Rec 3, man. That's going to be fun to talk about. I'm so keen to talk about Rec 3 because...
Why?
Well, we'll get to it later. But I said on last week's show that it's actually one of my favorite out of the franchise.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
We'll get to it in a second. But
Okay.
why don't we start the show how we always start the show, with a cool question
Movie
of the week.
news. Oh.
Ben's question of the week.
Question of the week for last week was, which horror movie scarred you for life? Alright, we'll start with our friend Anwar Olia, who said Session 9 and Eraserhead for Zim Vader.
Nice.
Speaking about Eraserhead,
Yeah.
that is a movie that we'll be doing on an upcoming episode, thanks to Zim Vader.
Is it?
Yeah. Have you
Okay.
seen it? Have you seen Eraserhead?
No.
Neither have I. I'm scared.
You horror noob.
Yeah. Will Hetzel,
Also, if Zim recommended it, it's got to be either good or terrible.
he says it's terrible, so
Oh, shit.
yeah, we'll get to it in a future date.
Yeah, okay.
Will Hetzel says nothing.
July at some point.
He says nothing. I had one when I was a kid. It, Tim Curry version. Since then, it's been nothing. Because he's a big,
Okay.
tough man.
Yeah, he ain't scared of no ghost.
Bead Your Mind says The Blair Witch Project. After watching it when it first came out in the cinemas in 1999, it scared me so much that haven't been camping since. Wow.
Same.
Yeah, but you fucking love... I mean, you hate the woods.
Yeah. But since I've seen it, I haven't been camping.
Very good. Samantha Bean commented on it, saying, absolutely. And I lived in the woods where we had plenty of law. I was on a date with a bunch of friends and we almost walked out. We were so scared. This movie straight up terrified me. That
Sounds like
end
a shit
scene,
date.
standing in the corner, nope. It still haunts me.
Why you're on a date with a bunch of friends? Poor dude.
She's a girl, Samantha.
Yeah. No, the poor dude.
Oh, I get ya. Well,
Yeah,
no,
I've been on that date. Ugh,
that's how a lot of porn movies start. You go on a date with a lot of dudes.
That's how a lot of I'm not really sure about this dude fucking starts.
Yeah, it's true.
I've been on that date. It sucks. You're like, oh, and your friend's here. Okay, cool.
Sexy Matt Wood comes in and says, I would say it was Evil Dead when I was 8, and it got me into horror movies. However, there was this one film where it just was a scene after scene of different people being killed in gruesome ways. Filmed like a snuff film. Probably was a snuff film, as I've never heard anyone else mention it.
Is it Faces of Death?
That's what Nathan Bartlebow says. He said Faces of Death, and Sexy Matt Wood said, no, it's not that. No, it's not that, as I've seen that a couple of years ago. There was one scene where a guy jumps out of a tree or a tower and lands on a spiked fence with a spike going through his throat. I saw it in the late 80s, early 90s on VHS.
Yeah, it was probably some like bootleg snuff thing.
I need to see this.
I don't know if it's probably just a bootleg tape, brother.
I'm searching it up because I need to see this now.
It's probably like real footage and shit.
Yeah, maybe. So that makes it a snuff film, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I think... I don't know, because I always thought like a snuff film was like people purposefully killing someone to film it.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas it feels like these guys were just filming and things happened.
Maybe.
Like, I don't think you could be like, hey, all right, so jump and then make sure you put your throat on that spike, dude. So yeah,
that's a good way to die though.
Throat spike?
Jumping off a fucking tower and landing on a spiked fence.
I'd much rather land on my head.
Yeah.
What if you don't die? What if it just rips your throat out and you're like, oh, MacGruber?
Yeah. There has been a lot of cases where that's happened. Like someone's like being impaled with something in their head and they're still alive.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Ugh. All right. Zim Vader comes in and says, Jaws.
Yeah, if I
don't
impaled,
ocean.
at least buy me dinner first.
He says, Jaws, I don't ocean. Also the mangler, because I have one of those things at work. I can see why. The mangler.
What's a mangler?
It's a machine. I don't know what you call it. That he's referring to.
Mangler.
Yeah, search it up. Kevin Nez says Friday the 13th, 1980. Wow, okay. Tavares Ellis says, Chucky scared me from ages 6 to 10. I thought Child's Play was a kid's movie about my buddy dolls. Boy, was I wrong. Donanelli says, not for me, but for a while it was The Box's Omen. I ended up associating that with the sex ed talk from my parents, but that's about it.
That's some scary shit, yo.
Lance Langford says, The Exorcist. Think of that happening to your child and being helpless to stop it is a true nightmare. That is. Thanks, Lance. I never fucking thought about that.
To Tim's child?
I mean, my child's already fucking demonic as it is. I wake up sometimes and he's just standing at the, the doorway of my room, just staring there.
It runs away?
No. Like, if he did that, I'd just be like, I'd just get angry because I know he's just being a cunt. But no, he just stands there just staring at me.
Oh, shit.
That's more horrifying.
Yeah.
But yeah. I've told him not to do it, but he wants to come into my bed, like, with us. But he's too scared about asking. That's why he doesn't say anything.
So
but it's still fucking scary. Yeah. Marcy Papandrea says...
Just teach him to hold a knife while he does it.
No. He does that enough. Marcy Papandrea says, Sporloos, and in brackets, The Vanishing. I don't know if I've heard of this.
Got me stumped, Mars.
Julissa Davis.
Who?
Julissa Davis. She says, The Grudge and Jaws. When I was in a pool by myself, I used to get scared that there was a shark in there when I was younger.
So you guys both scared of The Grudge?
Yeah.
What's the noise it makes again? It's like...
I'm upstairs, so it won't scare me, you fuck.
Damn it.
Karina Hansen says, Jeepers Creepers.
Exactly what noise it makes.
Shut up. Karina Hansen says, Jeepers Creepers. Thanks, Julissa Davis. Here's on my car roof at night when I'm driving.
That's scary. Fun fact, that date, Jeepers Creepers 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Jordy Van Vukler says, for most of my teenage years, it was The Strangers, especially if I was left home alone. But that's it. That is fair enough, actually.
I haven't seen The Strangers.
Have you, seriously?
No, what is it? I've seen The Stranger Things.
No, okay. The Strangers is like, yeah, it's up there with been creepy as fuck. You'd love it. Yeah,
Okay.
you'd go and check it out.
Okay, well, make me.
We've already reviewed it on this show.
Have we?
Well, not you and I, but
Oh. Whatever, I guess. I guess if better people have reviewed it, I guess that's fine.
I mean, we could do it again.
We've done it with other movies, but I guess just not. I guess this one was special for you or something.
And last but not least, we have Susie Renee, aka Projectile Varmint, coming in saying, the last scene of Phantasm, where the tall man comes through the mirror and grabs Mike, scarred me for life. The principal at my elementary school was also coincidentally bald and wore a suit, so obviously I thought he was the tall man. I was terrified of getting in trouble and being sent to his office because I was convinced he would kill me. So in fact, horror movies at a young age didn't ruin me, they actually kept me out of trouble for a little while anyway.
There you go.
I still tend to walk very quickly past mirrors in the dark, even as a grown-up. That's fucking mad. I love stories like that.
I mean, I tend to quickly walk past them in the light, but that's just me.
It's because you're ugly.
Let's get out of this.
All right, so question of the week for this week is, what was it?
Oh, like favorite use of a chainsaw in a horror movie.
Yeah,
Or
and
favorite chainsaw scene or whatever, something like that. Some shit like that.
when you think about it, there have been a lot of chainsaws in horrors. I'm going to point out
in the next movie, in the movie we're about to review.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Does. I mean, you could point to Evil Dead, the remake, but I'm gonna point to my favorite one, which is Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning, where you had a biker, goes into the house. Have you seen The Beginning?
I think many moons ago. I don't remember much.
Okay, so this biker goes into the Hewitt house because they took his girlfriend, and he's yelling at the sheriff to give him his girl, and he's bashing the sheriff down a bit. But then Leatherface comes from out of the shadows and just smacks him, and the biker falls on top of his chainsaw.
Oh shit!
And then the sheriff holds the biker guy down while Leatherface turns on the chainsaw, and it just goes through his body.
Oh, brutal. That's cool.
Yeah, I've always loved that scene. I thought that was the fucking best. So
Okay, that's fun.
that is my answer. I dig it.
You dig it? I don't know, man. What's my favorite chainsaw?
And you got even just normal saw. Like there's a demolition saw from the movie High Tension.
Yeah.
There's that scene. That's really cool.
I'm trying to think. Probably something Evil Dead.
Where he cuts off his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So let me know what
But
you guys.
you let us know, yeah.
Yeah, do it. All right. Well, it's time we get into a fucking movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about Rec 3? Yes,
Don't
you do.
worry, but I have
I'm not.
to.
I bet you liked it. All right, here we are. Feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to bear witness to this holy matrimony, to celebrate a love that is caring, accepting, and enduring of all things. For what God has joined together, let no man tear apart.
3 Genesis.
Feature presentation, and we are talking about Rec 3 Genesis. I haven't got any of my notes up yet. I apologize. This one came out in 2012, and it stars just like heaps of different people.
So many people.
Yeah,
Leticia Delora, Diego Martin, Ismael Martinez, Alex Mona, Claire Bechet. Yeah, lots of dudes and ladies.
Heaps of dudes, yeah. Just heaps of Spanish people, you know.
See, yeah.
See, no more fucking Spanish talking on this episode. You can't do it, so stop trying.
No es bueno.
Directed again by Paco Plaza, who did the original Rec films, but it's only directed by him, not the other guy that did parts 1 and 2.
I can fucking do it myself.
Yeah.
He's like, you'll see, I'll make my own Rec 3. We'll have a wedding and chainsaws.
So this one comes in a 5.0 out of 10 on IMDb, which is actually the lowest scored out of the 4 Rec films.
Harsh.
Which, in my opinion, is bullshit. Because this movie's fucking great. I don't care what anyone says. I will defend this movie in a second. But let's break it down. So the story of this movie is a couple's wedding day turns horrific as some of the guests start showing signs of a strange illness. Basically, what I'm saying is that this is a completely different story to the first 2 Rec films.
It's got nothing to do with them almost, other than I think the same demonic virusy thing.
That's basically it. That's the only thing tying this in to the other movies.
It doesn't even have like a lot of like in the darky action like the first 2 did.
Well, a lot of this movie isn't found footage.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, let me just get down to trivia because I'm curious as to see why. This movie isn't a sequel, but a parallel event to Rec, the original one, based on 2 scenes. First, when Emilio tells Alex, who was holding the camera, about the wound in his hand, produced after being bitten by a dog that he thought to be dead at the vet clinic. The same dog was mentioned by the sick girl, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, the start of the first one.
Yep.
Or not the start, but the middle.
And then later by the health inspector who said that the dog came back to life after being put to sleep and started killing the animals. Second, when Diego Martin is in the control room, behind him is a live TV coverage of the apartment building from Rec 1 and 2.
That's fun. I didn't notice those.
Didn't you? You didn't notice the TV where they completely blur out everything except the TV? Mm-mm. You were playing your Switch while watching this movie, weren't you?
No.
Yes, you fucking were. How dare you?
Maybe a little bit. Didn't hold my attention very well, to be real.
What? So what? What did you say?
I said it didn't hold my attention very well, to be real.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This movie has you written all over it.
Really?
Dude, there is so much gooey gore in this.
I found the opposite.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Chainsaw through the head. Did you notice that?
I noticed it, but here's my thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've been spoiled by Evil Deads and Your Dead Alives and things like that, but the amount of blood in this just seemed lacking.
Wow. What, are you saying compared to the first 2?
More...
This has way more.
Like, it has more kills and stuff, but, like... I don't know, man. Like, the chainsaw wasn't spray enough. There wasn't, like, blood everywhere and shit. She should have been completely covered in blood, as far as I'm concerned, when she did that chainsaw kill. And there was, like... I don't know. It didn't seem squishy enough to me.
I say no on the chainsaw blood spraying in her face. Because it depends where on the chainsaw she's putting the chain on the head. If she's putting the chainsaw at the tip of the chainsaw on the head, the blood's going to spray forward because the chain's rotating.
Okay, fair enough. Like,
Yeah,
I
science,
get,
bitch.
I get the physics, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But then I get also, like, movies and shit. Oh, I want blood everywhere.
Yeah, okay. But do you want realism?
Not if cunts are using a chainsaw.
I love this movie, man. Okay, so here's the thing. And I went on Letterboxd and was seeing, like, people's scores. And a lot of people are giving it, like, pretty average scores. Like, there's a lot of 2 out of 5 stars for this. And everyone seems to have the same problem with this movie. Is that this isn't a wreck film.
Oh, it's wreck enough.
I get what they're saying. Like, it's not found footage for the most part, and it's like it hasn't got that creepiness vibe to it like the other two do. And this one is very heavily comedy. There are a lot of scenes where it's comedy filled.
Yeah.
But I can take this out of the Wreck franchise and just enjoy this for what it is.
It was a comedy?
No, like it wasn't, but there were a lot of scenes that were built for laughs. Yeah. If you listen closely, like especially towards the end, when some of the demons were being killed, they made like fucking squish toy noises.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And there were just some scenes that made me giggle. Like there was a scene where some dude just goes to town with a tire iron on some dude's head, and the other dude just staring at him and looking at him. That like
again,
shit like
that was another one where I was like, there should be more blood.
There was. I don't know what you were watching.
I don't know, maybe I had a shit version or something. I don't know, I was watching on Shudder.
Like do you want ridiculous blood?
Yeah.
Like where it's like too much. It's like
Yeah.
it's not real. Like
Yeah. Because that seemed to be the vibe, and then there just wasn't enough.
really?
Like, even when they cut that dude's head off, I was like, I want it thicker, goopier.
You
just like a spray. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but you see the chainsaw go through the head.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was okay.
All right, let's start from the start. Okay, we're getting way ahead of ourselves right now.
Okay.
So, this movie, I love how this movie starts. It starts off like a DVD menu type of thing.
Oh, yeah, like it's a just shitty wedding video DVD. Something.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was a really cool effect. I really liked that. And then we got like the whole setting in the start of the story. This movie is set around a wedding, and I know you don't fucking like weddings. You like to interrupt weddings a lot.
I don't interrupt. I just merely make comments to the side.
So until everyone like stares at you, and in their head they're like, "Shut the fuck up, Luffy."
It's your fault for putting me up the front.
I know that was a bad decision to put you up the front.
You put me way up the back. Look, I'm a back of the classroom kind of kid. That's my safe spot.
I put my closest friends at the front.
That was fucking dumb.
Well, next time I get married, it's not happening.
Yeah.
People are saying speeches about me, and then you're commenting about how fat I look and shit. You fucking dick.
I don't know if it was specifically that. I'm sure there was some dumb stuff or some bold stuff thrown in there too.
But no, this is...
Yeah, I don't really love weddings.
Yeah, so this is set at a wedding, and I don't think I've seen another horror movie set at a wedding.
Yeah, I don't either. Probably for good reason.
Why? It's like the perfect horror setting. And
Why?
for this reason, there's, groups of people. Enough
Any
said.
party.
Mass murder. Yeah, but how many party horrors have we seen?
Sure, but like, I don't know. Weddings are boring.
No, you just hate people. Unless you have your Switch on you, you're bored.
Yeah. You get it.
Bring your Switch next time you go to a wedding.
Can I? I have it in white.
I don't know. Oh yeah, you do. You are going to a wedding soon.
Yeah. I don't think Bonnie would care, actually.
I think she would.
Nah, she probably would. I'll be a good boy.
Yeah.
I'll just play on my phone.
So what, are you saying that you don't want to see another horror movie set at a wedding?
I guess it'd be cool to have, like, the bride covered in blood and stuff.
Yeah.
But she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
She had some blood on her.
I'm trying to search up like horror movies that have like been set in weddings.
I want, like, Evil Dead levels of blood for this kind of tone of movie. Because it seemed like it was being real goofy with it. And I was like, well, give me that goofy horror shit.
I think it was going the more realistic route with the gore, which I appreciated. I think the gore in this was fucking awesome.
I think it was lackluster.
So, a few movies here set around weddings, which I disagree with. When I say set around weddings, I mean the whole movie, not just a scene or like a bride.
I mean, this was just the focus of the first part of the movie. So, how much do you need?
The whole movie was set around a wedding. All these people were here for a wedding. Shit hits the fan. So we got Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah, that's wedding.
Bram Stoker's Dracula, which doesn't revolve around a wedding. Bride of Frankenstein, which doesn't. It's just the bride.
They get married at the end.
Ready or Not, which like had a wedding in it, but the movie happened after the wedding. So that doesn't really count. Well, fuck you. It's only given me 4. 10 best wedding horror movies. Let's go. Melancholia.
Yeah.
Two sisters find their already strained relationship challenged by a mysterious new planet threatens to collide with Earth. Okay, what's that got to do with the wedding? 13 Cameras. You saw that.
Which one was that?
Parents got a creepy guy with 13 cameras. I don't know. I didn't see it. You
Was
saw
that?
it.
Oh, yeah, like the dude in it. Yeah, okay. No?
Oh, it says newlyweds, Claire and Ryan, have just moved into the new house. So it's not around the wedding.
Yeah.
Ready or Not, which we already stated. The Cottage, movie from 2012. I don't think that's about a movie. The Forsaken. Don't know. He Knows You're Alone. A reluctant bride is is stalked. See, these are all about brides to be or brides who have been married or all that stuff.
Okay, so you want more like straight up at a wedding horror.
Yeah, like at the actual ceremony. Bride of Chucky, which no. That doesn't feature a wedding. I don't know.
Seems like you've got a market to go for.
The Russian Bride, that's not about a wedding at all. Buck Wild. No, there's literally, unless I'm missing something, there's literally no horror movies set at a actual wedding. And you could do heaps of stuff. Like, yes, this is a demonic movie, but they're realistically zombies. But you could do demons, like have the priest be fucking possessed or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's room to write wedding horror movies.
Well, get on it.
No, I'm not a writer. I wouldn't know what to do. And this person said to that person, I love you, but...
And then he stabbed him or some shit.
Yeah, like, that's my level of writing. I can't do that shit.
Yeah, that's true. And
Thanks.
you write it in pictures and stuff in crayon.
Thanks, yes. You're the fucking dummy here. Piece of shit. Yeah, so the whole start of this this movie opens with them getting married, and we meet a cast of characters, friends and family. You meet some that you're gonna follow through the movie.
Cheese man, whatever he was.
Sponge John.
Oh, I thought he was a cheese man.
No, he was a child entertainer who
Yeah.
was dressed as like a rip-off SpongeBob, but he was called Sponge John because they couldn't afford the rights. They kept saying that throughout the movie. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, look, I wasn't super paying a lot of attention to this one. I just called him the cheese man.
Yeah, well, he looks like cheese, but he's a sponge.
Okay. Thanks for clearing that up for me.
No, you're welcome.
Now it's a 10.
Good. Yeah, so the start of this movie, just, them getting married. We see them getting married. It's, like, really nice and emotional and stuff.
Was it?
Well, you fucking cry at weddings, you bitch.
Yeah, but that's like people I care about and stuff. I don't give a fuck about these two cunts.
Why? They were a good-looking couple.
I wasn't watching them fuck. They were just there.
I wish I could redo my wedding
Why? What's wrong with it?
with a different woman.
I was like, please say it. Please say it.
I hope she never hears this episode.
Well,
No,
she won't,
like-
because this is like going straight to the Patreon bank.
Shut up. No, there was heaps of things that happened in my wedding that I wish didn't, and yeah. I wish I could redo it.
Why? I liked your wedding. It was nice.
Yeah, it was fine, but there's things that I would have fixed.
What would you have fixed?
Well, for the one thing that happened at my wedding that pissed me the fuck off so much.
Sorry.
So,
I'm sorry.
well, yeah, besides you, I'd put you at the back.
Yeah.
I would have de-invited someone, but that's
Yeah, okay,
neither here
that's
nor there.
fair.
The
Yeah.
one thing that pissed me off the most is, like, my wife was, like, organising my wedding. Like not like everything, but every time I said, "Oh, we could do, can we have like a horror themed wedding?" No. Can we like dress up like have our faces painted like Kiss? No.
No.
So all these ideas that I thought were cool, she like shunned down. But there was one thing I'm like, all right, fine, you have whatever you want, but the one fucking thing I want is to walk into our what's the fucking party
the
afterwards
ceremony
called?
bit.
No, not the ceremony. Reception.
Like the wedding wake.
Yeah. No, the walk in. All I wanted to do, you know how like when they announce like, and here's the bride and groom, and you walk in and do an entrance.
These can't. Yeah.
Yeah, all I wanted was to enter the room to Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme music. That's all I wanted.
Did that happen?
Well, let me get to the story. So I had like one song for the groomsmen and the bridesmaids. They were coming out to "Looks That Kill" by Motley Crue. That was their song, and they all came out, did their little fucking thing, and then it came down to two couples were left. Everyone else took their seat. It was two couples left. It was me and my wife, and the best man and the maid of honor. And the music stopped, and we're like, "What?" And then he starts playing the fucking Stone Cold music and goes, "Welcome for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Davis." And we're like, no, it's not our turn yet. There's still fucking the bride and the best man and the maid of honor to go.
Oh, I think I remember that.
So he wasted my fucking song. And then when he realized, he stopped the song. And then he said, "Oh, sorry, introducing the best man and the maid of honor coming out." And they got like no music. And then I'm like, all right, fine, it's fine. Just crank up the music. And all I wanted was the fucking the glass shutter.
break? Yeah.
That's all I wanted. But he had the fucking volume turned down, and then introduced us, and then turned the music up later while the song was half fucking done. And he came up to me like later and goes, "I'm so sorry." I just looked at him and shook my head. And he didn't talk to me for the rest of the wedding. That was the one thing that pissed me off the whole wedding. That he didn't play my fucking entrance music right. And
That's funny.
it just ruined my whole night. Yeah, petty fucking shit.
That's fair enough. But yeah, I think you're right, man. I think if you're gonna lead up top with a wedding, you're gonna lose me pretty quickly.
If what, sorry?
If you're gonna start a movie with a wedding and not really get into it, like really quickly, you're gonna lose me. I think that's what happened.
Why? What do you hate against weddings?
I just think they're sort of pointless.
So, just because you don't agree with weddings, does that mean that no one...
I am not interested
Why
in weddings.
Why don't you like weddings?
Why don't I like weddings? Because I think they're a big extravagant waste of money.
But it's to show everyone how much you love someone.
Why is it their business? Who cares?
That's true.
Like, what if you just show them that you want to be with them by just being with them and, like, you know, being nice and shit?
Because I like to party.
Okay, we'll just have a fucking party. Wouldn't that have been way better if we, like, just fucking got, like, a heap of things?
No.
Like, I don't know, man.
I like weddings. Weddings are nice. You get to dress up in suits and look classy.
Look, the suits thing is fine. I like dressing up in a suit, but, like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand weddings.
It's just not your thing.
I don't get marriage. Really don't.
So you're saying you'll never get married?
Probably not.
Okay. That's sad.
I think you should... I don't like the kind of... I think you should be with a person as long as you want to be with them.
I want you to get married.
Why?
So I can yell out shit to you while you're getting fucking married.
I'm not that silly.
Anyway.
Also, in my defense, I didn't realize I was being that loud.
Yes, you were. You fucking loved it. Anyway, we're talking about something that people do not care about. You saying shit while people are doing speeches at my wedding. Mr. I don't drink over here wasn't even drunk.
No, I'm just an asshole.
So, back to this movie.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, did you like any of the characters in this movie?
No.
Oh my god. Why are you hating on this movie so much?
This is boring.
Did you like anything about this movie?
I was waiting for the cool creepy bit at the end, like a wreck movie. And that didn't really happen. I thought it was funny how they both died at the end.
Yeah.
Some of the kills are cool. Like there was a heel in the face at one point, I sort of remember.
Yeah.
I didn't super understand why the praying worked. I guess that's because they're demons or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but every time I saw a kill, I was just like, I wanted more viscera or gore from it.
I don't get that at all. I thought this movie had heaps of gore. Really good gore. Like, when it got into it, when she picked up the chainsaw, I was like, yes, here we go.
Like, every time like something would happen, I was like really excited. And then like, it would just be like even with the face smoothie man, I was like, I just wanted a little bit more.
Well, that's it. It's rare we ever have like two ends of the spectrum on a movie.
But it's not even the ends of a spectrum. It was still fine. Like, it was just like I'm even like rewatching bits of it now to be like, was it as bad as I'm remembering? And I'm like, yeah, kind of. Not as bad, but like as lackluster gore wise.
This is the goriest out of the three we've watched so far.
Yeah, but this wasn't tense. This wasn't like contained. It didn't have cool interweaving storylines. It didn't have a fucking creepy in the dark bit. It had it for like 2 seconds and it was like not even that creepy. It just like, I was bored with the wedding, so I immediately just didn't care about any of the characters because there was so much going on. I was just like, I don't know who any of these fucking people are. And then like by the time they all split up and I was like, I don't know who these fucking people are. I wasn't paying attention at the start. And then people were dying, and then there was Cheese Man, and then he died, and I lost a lot of interest after Cheese Man died.
Sponge
Not that
John.
I even knew who he was.
Sponge John.
He was Cheese Man to me. And then, yeah. I don't know. It was just, yeah. Like, I had to rewind it a couple times. I just fucking zoned out. I thought it was a time travel bit or something, because I saw the knights. And I didn't know what happened.
Because you were playing your Switch and you weren't paying attention to this movie.
Well, I picked up my Switch because the movie was boring.
Fucking hell. Okay, so I'm complete opposite. I'm actually having trouble finding something bad to say about this movie. I had a blast. Yeah, I had a blast with this start to finish. So we get the open of everyone at the wedding, everyone having a happy time, fun time, and then the horror starts, and we get that great scene of his uncle balancing on the fucking upstairs area, and then he falls.
He's so goofy, not scary.
I thought he was when he turned into zombie uncle. He had that smile on his face, kind of like similar to like the sadness. How they kind of smiled when they were in their zombie form. I actually found that unsettling a little bit.
I found nothing about this scary.
Wow.
Like, in the slightest.
Wow. I wouldn't say scary. It was more unsettling.
I see, like, Rec 2 was so tense.
Yeah.
And even though it wasn't a perfect movie or anything, like, I was, like, genuinely, like, sweaty palms, you know? Like, it was a good, scary movie.
Yeah.
This one just seemed, I guess, silly, but I didn't get it. Like, maybe it was, like, lost in translation or some shit for me, but, like, no es bueno for me.
So, shut up. So from the moment I saw this, like, I've seen this movie a few times now, and it's the first time I saw it, which was when it came out. I loved it. I've been a big fan of this movie ever since it came out.
Okay.
And to answer the question I had last week, is this my favorite Rec film?
Is it?
It's on par with the other two.
Okay.
I like it that much, man. I really do.
If I was doing a rewatch, probably just do the first two.
Well, we've still got number 4 to go next week.
I know.
But yeah,
I'm not excited. Sorry, Zay. This one bummed me out because I was like, oh man, I thought they'd maybe be like doing something different, but like not so different that it just didn't feel like a Rec movie.
But that's what I liked about it, that they did something different. Because like, where would you go? Where would you take the sequels? Like, you had the reveal at the end of Angela becoming the demons. Where would you take that?
I would say much like a wedding, you just didn't need it.
Okay, fair enough. But they clearly wanted it.
Sure.
Because,
but again,
budget's
just a large, pointless expense.
Yeah.
To me, anyway.
I don't even know.
Man, I'm not yucking your yum. If you liked it, fucking power to you.
No, fuck you. You're shitting on my favorite movie.
This is your favorite movie now?
Yeah. I like this more than Jaws.
Wow.
This movie is better made than Jaws.
A couple of them. But, like... yeah, yeah.
So the budget for this movie was $6.4 million, and the box office was $10.1.
Hey, they made money.
So, reception here. The film received a broad range of reviews, mostly mixed to negative, due to the staying from the original two films' serious overtones. The review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes gives the film a 40% with an average rating of 5.24 out of 10, based on 47 reviews. The site's critics census reads, Rec 3 Genesis discards the handheld POV of its predecessors and loses the franchise's fresh perspective in the bargain, upping the gags and gore of the chills the audience crave. Metacritic.com gave the film a 45 out of 100 with mixed reviews based on 11 critics. So, yeah, I think that's the biggest... Oh, wow, sorry. Slant Magazine said Rec 3 Genesis could have easily represented the nail in the franchise's coffin. I think a lot of people didn't like this movie just because it wasn't the same tone as the first two. Maybe the fact that this movie is half found footage, and then you get the rest of the movie which isn't. Did you like that aspect of it?
Honestly, I didn't even notice it transitioned because I was so checked out from the wedding.
Sounds like you didn't give this movie a chance.
I'm trying now. Still looks goofy and weird and not Wreck.
Yeah. So I think you're on board with everyone else that this isn't how Wreck feels.
It felt like... Did this... I know you just said how much it cost, but how much did the other ones cost? More or less?
I think more. I think number 2 did more.
Did this go to the movies? Because it gave me mad straight-to-video vibes.
Okay, so no, the original Wreck was only $2 million.
That's some money well spent.
Wreck 2, let me just find that out. Wreck 2 was $5.6 million.
So this had a theatrical release and everything?
I don't think so. Oh, wait, sorry, release. No, VOD and DVD.
Yeah, that was the vibe for sure.
Released on DVD in the US on the 6th of November, which was my birthday.
Oh, cute. Because, yeah, like, I was
That's why I
definitely
like
getting some Anaconda Blood Orchid vibes.
Wow. No way, this movie is nowhere near that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but it's not.
I don't... One negative thing I can say about this movie is I don't really like the Genesis title of this movie.
Yeah, I was also
makes it sound like it's a prequel.
Is it gonna like give me some more information? I was looking for lore, and it wasn't really giving me any.
Yeah, no.
Like I thought it was gonna expand on the universe. Maybe Genesis was like, oh, is this gonna be about the? I thought it was gonna be about the kid, like, you know,
Yeah,
like the first possession.
yeah.
And it wasn't. And then, like, as I sort of started noticing, like, figuring out that that's not what it was, and it was some other completely different thing, I just was less and less interested. So, yeah, I didn't give it a proper chance. But, like, I gave the next movie more of a chance than I gave this one.
Well, that's where you went wrong.
Yeah, genuinely. But, like,
Alright.
I honestly, I wanted to like it. I really like the other two.
Yeah.
And there were bits in it that I liked. I thought there were some creative kills, but then, like, they let me down a bit with the gore and stuff. And it just ended up feeling like a generic horror movie at the end of the day. Like, just another zombie movie.
Alright. Well, they all can't be winners, I guess.
Sorry, bro.
No, it's alright. I really like this movie. In fact, I gave this movie a 9 out of 10. That's how much I like this movie.
What?
Yes.
What?
I can't really find anything wrong with this movie. I like it that much. It's on par with Rec 1 and 2 for me.
You Studio 666 me.
So what do you give this?
I was kind of at a
3.
6.5. But, like, talking about it more and watching it back more, I don't know if it's a 5.
Oh, what? No.
But, I don't know. I'm floating between a 5 and a 6. So I'll err on the side of
a 5.5.
niceness, and I'll say a 6.
A 6. Do you remember what you gave the first 2 Rec films?
I think a 7 and an 8, respectively.
Okay. That's crazy talk. So I'm clearly the bigger fan of the Rec franchise than you.
No, I actually like the Rec franchise. If this was more of the Rec franchise, I'd be way more into it. But it just seems to be like... It's got the zombies in it. And that's it. The demon zombies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's
like,
it.
Like, as I said, it's like a parallel story to the same thing that's happening.
Yeah, but it's not the same tone. It's not the same. You could have had a really cool wedding setting.
Yeah.
But it went for this goofball tone.
Mm.
And I don't hate goofball tone. You know, like, they're some of my fucking favorite movies. But this one just didn't sit right. I don't know. I just didn't get it.
That's fair enough. Disappointing, but fair enough.
Yeah. Look, it wasn't a punish. That's why it's still on the better side of 5.
Yeah. But is this a movie that you would return to?
No.
Fair enough.
Nah. Not unless I had to.
All right, well, that's a shame. With that being said, that is our thoughts on Rec 3 Genesis. I say give it a watch.
I'm scared for Rec 4.
Well, we'll get to that next week.
Okay.
I'm curious to see what you guys, the listeners, think of this movie. Do you follow me, or do you follow the Mushroom? Let us know.
Well, I'm looking at Letterboxd, and I feel like they'd follow the Mushroom, looking at everybody else's scores.
No, not good enough. All right.
Once again, I'm in the majority.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with our Raw review after this.
Hells yeah, we'll tuck into a quick banquet.
You're listening to the Horror for Dummies podcast, the dumbest horror podcast out there. Become one of the elite by joining our Patreon page. Or dress like a superstar with the official Horror for Dummies shirts available at redbubble.com. Thanks for listening. Now it's time for our Raw review.
It's my life in the box in front of me. Taking talk in my arms is the soul of me. You walk by, ask to see me laid face down. Your head by the sword in your eye.
On our Raw review for this week, I was kind of just... I couldn't really figure out a movie to watch this week, so I just went on Shudder, picked the first thing I saw. And there's a new movie on Shudder called A Banquet. Not The Banquet, just A Banquet.
Say banquet.
This one stars Sienna Gilroy. I know that name, actually. What do I know that name from? Oh, she was in Love, Actually. She was in Aragon. Resident... Oh, that's where I know that name. She was...
Hey, everybody, there's Tammy and the T-Rex is on Shudder now, so go watch that.
Sienna Gilroy played Jill Valentine in Resident Evil movies. That's why I know
Oh, okay.
that. Yeah. So, I don't know if that does anything for you. It also stars Jessica Alexander as Betsy.
Yep.
Ruby Stokes as Isabel, who is also another name I know of, but no, okay, don't know her from anything. And Lindsay Duncan as June. It's directed by Ruth Paxton, who this is her first. I think this is her directorial debut. Let me just have a look. Yeah, so she's only done shorts and a few episodes of a TV series called River City. So this is her first feature-length film.
Okay, so a chick directed it, Ruth Paxton.
Yes. No relation to Bill Paxton, if that's
Dang.
what you're asking. Okay, so the story of this is a widowed mother is radically tested when her teenage daughter insists a supernatural experience has left her body in service to a higher power. That doesn't really give you anything, does it? Let me read this. Widowed mother Holly is radically tested when her teenage daughter Betsy experiences a profound enlightenment and insists that her body is no longer her own, but in service to a higher power. Bound to her newfound faith, Betsy refuses to eat, but loses no weight. In an agonizing dilemma torn between love and fear, Holly is forced to confront the boundaries of her own belief. And I'll just say this has got a 4.8 out of 10 on IMDb. So, what are your thoughts on A Banquet?
Dude, what a fucking slog of a fucking movie. Like, literally, like, I know I didn't enjoy... I enjoyed Rec 3, right? Like, Rec 3 is fine. It didn't hold my attention. But this one, it almost seemed like something was going to happen the whole time. Really almost. But nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally almost nothing happened. There was, like, one bit with the thing.
Yeah.
And then the bit at the end. Like, right at the end. With the other thing. That made no fucking sense. And that was about it. It was a lot of talking and not a lot of eating. I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't understand the babbly stuff. It just, God, I felt like it was trying to be so deep, but it just felt like a waste of time by the end of it. I was like, maybe there's some profound thing and I'll change my life and I'll be a better person and I'll, like, exercise more and I'll eat better by the end. And just, you know, just go out there and give more. But there wasn't. It was just hour and 40 minutes of fucking nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know what to review because there was barely a movie here.
Well, okay. You gotta give this movie credit for its technicalities. This movie is really well shot.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
really, really well acted.
Yes. I mean, they give performances for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the movie as a whole is really well made, and that was enough to keep me interested. I was hooked and being reeled in by something that just wasn't there in the end.
By an empty hook, man. Like, I was the same where I was like, oh, maybe something. Oh, it's gonna be cool. Like, oh man, this final act is gonna kick me hard. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna get me. They're building. They're like Halloweening me. You know, slow burn, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was like a fucking wet bunger. Like, it didn't do anything.
Yeah, and like, okay, I watched it. I finished it not understanding anything that happened in this movie, to the point that I went and watched heaps of YouTube videos on this. I searched up even ending explained on Google, and I still don't understand it.
Fuck. God, I was gonna say, like, do you get it now?
No.
Because I was gonna do that, but I don't care.
Yeah. I was reading one article. Excuse me. I was reading one article that was just going through everything in the movie, and even the article got boring that I gave up.
Yeah, nice.
It got to the point where I'm like, you know what, I don't care. I do not care. This movie just doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't... Oh, there's been a few movies like this year. Like, remember that movie Master we reviewed? That was kind of the same.
Hey man, it's probably going to be on the same list as this one, to be real.
Yeah, it's a shame because this could have been something if they went somewhere, but I felt like they were using too much of a metaphorical reasoning at the end.
Yeah, like, it felt like they were trying to be A24, but they were like a few numbers short.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But, oh man, this was a slog. And I think this is, I understand where you were with Rec 3, because I tried really hard to get into this movie, but at the end...
Because it seemed like it was going to be something that was good.
Yeah. Because the movie keeps baiting you. Like, it does things where you're like... like, when a certain character leaves looking scared shitless after being told something... Mm-hmm. That scene there, I was like, oh, what was he told? I want to know. It does things like that.
And then, but when you get when you get the reveal for that,
Yeah.
and it is what it is,
Yeah.
it's such a letdown.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they keep building to something coming, and it does.
I don't understand it. I mean,
I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just too stupid to get this movie.
That's
and I'll
what I
take that.
thought.
But
that's honestly what I thought as well. I think that this movie, like, look, it is very well made. It's very pretty to look at. And I can see some people actually finding something useful out of this movie and walk away going, wow, that's really spoke to me. I can see a lot of people saying that. But for me, nothing.
Look, the average one, the average review seems to be like a 6. So even the people that didn't think it was shit didn't think it was that good either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like nicely shot. They used nice cameras. Like, there's obviously some money behind this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Nice set, good actors. Like, everyone performed, but there was nothing to perform.
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing of substance. So it's like, if you don't have... It's like we were talking about earlier, where it's just like, even if the match is good, if there's no story, then what's the point of the match?
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, well, a little bit of wrestling for dummies for you. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
I know. This is a letdown, and...
This is a bummer. Because it looked like, I was like, ooh, a banquet? I'm like, ooh, like, I don't know, man. That sounded cool. It's cool title and shit.
I thought maybe it's like a cannibal film or something like that. But even then, like, the last few cannibal film movies that I've seen have really let me down. I'm not a fan of that. But I think if you're curious about this movie, you have to ask yourself a few questions before jumping in. One, are you a fan of slow burn movies? Because this is a slow burn. Two, are you a fan of... Do you like movies that have a lot of undertones to them, or a lot of kind of metaphors?
Does it, though? That's
I
the
don't
other
know.
thing. Where I'm like,
know.
maybe I'm missing it completely, but maybe it's like... maybe it thinks it does, but you've got to convey it to your audience. Like, Hereditary did. And I'm not saying everything has to be Hereditary, and I'm not saying, like, you can't be subtle, but you...
I think the problem with this movie is it tries to hit on too many topics at once, and at the end it just becomes a big mess. And you don't really know. Like, it's hidden on love and grief and different disorders and stuff like that.
Because I don't know, man. It was annoying because I thought it was going to be cool at the end, and it was all going to come out, and it's like, this is what it all means, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's rad, but it didn't.
It actually reminded me of another movie I watched last year, which a lot of people loved, but I had kind of the similar vibes to it. Is Saint Maud?
Yeah, okay, I remember that.
Did you watch that?
I think I watched that. Yeah, it was like a ghosty movie, right?
No, not in the slightest.
No, maybe I didn't watch it.
No, it's about a woman who is very religious. Let's just say that. But yeah, and saying that it's like Saint Maud, it's not in the slightest, like story wise. It just had the same kind of flow as Saint Maud, where it's very, very slow. The thing about Saint Maud is it actually has a payoff. Where this, for me, if it did, I'm not following at all. So...
Oh yeah, I never watched this one. No.
Okay. Yeah, so overall, man, I can't recommend this movie at all. I think it's not worth your time. It's a movie that I definitely won't watch again. I can't give it like a really, really low score because it is done well. It is a good-looking movie. It is made
Makes
well.
one of us.
But yeah, story-wise, there wasn't anything to bite into. So, all in all, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10.
Oh, okay. Giving it a trace.
Whoa, 3.
Solid 3. Solid 3.
Wow, okay. Yeah. So,
Look, it's not a 2 or a 1. It's not offensively bad. I just felt like my time was wasted.
yeah, I see that. Like, yeah, halfway through the movie, or not even halfway, like 3/4 of the way, I was playing on my phone. So,
I was talking to you.
you were bitching to me about this movie.
Yeah, because like it got to a point where I'm like an hour in, and then every fucking 5 minutes felt like fucking 20.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, A Banquet, which is streaming on Shudder right now. You can skip it.
Yeah, skip it.
Yeah. So, yeah. That does it for this episode of Horror for Dummies, man. This is it for 203. Next week we're going to come in. We're going to finish our Wreck franchise review with Wreck 4.
Yup.
I'm keen to rewatch it. I've only seen it the once, so yeah.
Is it? Don't worry. I'll watch it. I'll watch it clean slate.
Yeah, okay. Do that. And on Raw, I'm gonna have to find something good for Raw, something juicy.
Please. Please, after A Banquet.
Yeah, There's nothing really.
There's
nothing.
Why don't we do one of the ones that you've watched already?
Do you know what
that you think I'd like?
Do you know what we could do?
It's like in your top 10 that I haven't seen. Or something.
No, do you know what we could do?
What could we do?
Stranger Things.
Yeah, okay. I'll watch that.
I don't mean the whole series. Like, we could just do the first episode.
The first episode of Stranger.
Apparently, the episodes of the new season of Stranger Things are like an hour and a half long.
Okay, so just watch the first episode.
Maybe just to get a feel of it.
Okay, I mean, I'll watch all of it, but
I
would
like to, but
I mean, I fucking love Stranger Things.
All right, we'll discuss it later. Off air.
Okay.
So,
we're still recording?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So yes, thank you for joining us on Horror for Dummies. We do have a Patreon page open if you would like to join. I just wrapped up Monster Mayhem, so thank you to everyone that enjoyed that. And a big shout out to Heather Powell as well, who upped her Patreonage.
Thanks, Heather.
Yeah, so Heather now gets another choice of another week. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she'll choose something good. She's going to make us review The Banquet again.
Don't make us review The Banquet again.
But yeah, find us on Facebook and Letterboxd and Instagram, all that cool stuff. And
I wonder what Heather will pick. So curious.
Same. So until next time, that is it from us, little people. But
You tiny little bastards.
no, I'm talking about you. We're the
Oh,
little
me.
people.
I'm the little people?
You're like 5'3". You're tiny.
Shut up. I'm not. I got big shoes.
3 foot long with a 10-foot dick. All right, that's it from us. We'll catch you next week. Dip!
Es un huracán profesional que viene y va buscando acción, vendiendo solo amor. Aniquilar
amar deprisa, amar de pie, no sé por qué. Me ocultas algo, tu doble riesgo, corre el